Today we're talking about what Navy Federal does not tell you. And listen, this is the stuff that separates people from 500 limits from people getting 20,000 plus approvals. Now, this is the real insider information Navy Federal never puts on their website, never tells you in the branch, and never teaches new members. So if you're trying to get approved, fix your score, increase your limit, or get a higher limit credit card, this video is definitely for you. And let's go ahead and get right into it. Now, the first thing Navy Federal doesn't tell you is that they do not rely on the same scoring models other banks uses. So most banks use a FICO 8, FICO 9, Vantage score 3.0, but Navy Federal heavily looks at your internal score, your banking behavior, and how you treat their money. Now, this means someone with a 580 credit score can get approved, and someone with a 700 credit score can still get denied. Your internal Navy Federal score matters the most than your FICO score when it comes to Navy Federal. Now, I cannot stress this enough. Your internal score is so much more important. A Navy Federal gives you or gives every member an internal ranking from a score ranging from 1 and the highest being at 450. Now, the score goes up when you keep your money in your checking account, when you set up direct deposits, pay your Navy Federal loan early or on time, and when you allow your accounts to age, and when you keep your credit utilization low, and when you never overdraft your account. Now, this score can definitely go down when you overdraft frequently, bounce payments, have high utilization, or if you open up too many accounts quickly. This score controls everything, okay, you guys? So it controls everything as far as your credit, not your credit limit, but yeah, your limits, your approvals, your interest rates, your growth with Navy Federal. Now, people who get 10,000 and up to 25,000 limits, they're winning because their internal score game is probably up there with the 450, and they probably do all of those things as far as direct deposits, paying their loans early, depending on how long they've been with the bank. Not the FICO game, okay? So Navy Federal, again, they are heavily on your internal score. Now, Navy Federal thinks long term. They want you to build deposits, use their direct deposits, keep checking slash savings accounts active, maintain a low utilization, and have at least 3 months of usage before applying. That's why brand new members rarely get high limits on day one, right? But after 91 days plus three statements, your internal score updates, and that's when the big approval comes into place. Now, the biggest thing Navy Federal never, and I mean never openly explains is the 91/3 rule. Now, this means you wait 91 days, okay? Then, after you wait 91 days, you make three on time payments, then apply for your second card or request a credit limit increase on a credit card that you already have. Now, people who follow this rule almost always, and I mean always, see either a $5,000 up to $15,000 credit limits, a big limit bump, better interest rates, okay? So, and people who get or expect lower limits or been denied, they either have lower FICO or not FICO, but lower internal scoring or not been with Navy Federal long enough because Navy Federal is really heavy on giving out those big credit limits. Now, if you guys do not know, Navy Federal is a relationship based bank. Okay. So as long as you are faithful and committed to them, they are faithful and committed and will take care of you. Now, they absolutely reward customers who have direct deposits, use their checking account daily, pay their bills through Navy Federal Credit Union, keep your savings balance healthy, use their cards responsibly. Okay, so if you want a $20,000 card, Navy Federal needs to see that you actually use them for real banking, not just someone who is looking to apply for a credit card and then be done with them. No, they want to know that you are going to be long term with them before actually giving you those 20 plus $1,000 credit limits. Because again, they are not FICO based. They go based off the internal scoring system. Now, here is the hidden truth. Navy Federal approves low FICO score if you look responsible on paper. So, a few examples are if you have a 580 FICO with a zero late payment, you could be approved, right? Even with a 620 with a one collection but clean banking, you can still be approved. Or with a 550, right? With high internal score, you can still be approved. Now, the biggest red flags are for Navy Federal will be recent late payments, recent new credit cards, recent collections, maxed out credit cards, and high risk behavior. So, if your internal score is high, they will approve you even if your credit isn't perfect. Now, if you are wondering when is the best time to apply for Navy Federal credit cards, Navy Federal updates internal scores around midnight Eastern time every few days. Now, the best day to apply are Sunday night, Monday morning, first week of the month, paydays. So, when your direct deposit hits, this is when the system sees your account as healthy. Now, I'm also going to share with you guys a few other tips as well. The worst card to start with is the cash reward because it has a low limit usually. The best for low scores are the end rewards secured. So, after 3 months, eligible to graduate. Now, the best for growth, more rewards, Amex Go Rewards. Now, the highest limit cards are the flagship rewards. So, you can expect to get 10,000 plus limits, sometimes even 25 plus credit limits with that credit card. And that's what it's really come down to. That's what Navy Federal does not tell you. But you absolutely need to know if you want to get real approvals, high limits, and better credit. Now, if you want me to make a video on the best Navy Federal cards for 2025 or how to get a $20,000 credit limit, comment Navy Federal down below in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in my next video.